RIPXB is here with us now, and he's an upcoming artist from Kentucky. And how are you today?
I'm doing great, sir. How are you doing?
I'm alright today. I've just eaten a whole tub of ice cream and I kind of feel a bit sick.
Dang.
But not like one of those massive
Yeah,
tubs, just
yeah.
like a little one. Anyway, you've just released a few songs in the last few days.
Yeah.
What would you say inspires your music?
Um, I just try to write about like my life, my personal feelings, like how I'm feeling and stuff. And like a lot of other artists like I grew up listening to and stuff. And I don't know, I decided to make music. So I guess how I'm feeling, my life, what's going on, stuff. It's usually what I try to write about, you know what I mean?
Is it quite a quick process for you? Does everything come naturally?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I do get like a writer's block, where I don't know what to write about.
Yeah.
But like a lot of the times, man, I'll just flip through beats and I'll find that one and I'll just kind of, close my eyes a little bit. I'll get my studio and it'll just start coming. I'll be like, and I'll just go and I'll keep writing, go with it. Just straight out what comes out. I just write it down. You feel me?
And when you get that writer's block, what do you do to get back on track? Do you take a break or do you try and focus on something?
Usually, usually, man, like sometimes I'll just like take a shower. I know it sounds
Yeah.
weird, but like I do that or I'll play some music of like other artists I like. I'll just pump some of their music, go on a drive or something and just try to like, I don't know, just imagine like, just how I'm feeling and stuff.
Yeah, I think you're right about the shower. For me, I don't make
Yeah.
music, but all my best ideas come from when I'm in the shower for some reason. I think
Yeah,
it's just
oh, I feel you.
when you're
Yeah.
alone with your thoughts and you
Yeah.
don't have the distractions of daily life, really.
Oh, yeah, for sure, yeah.
And genre-wise, where do you place yourself on that spectrum?
I get asked that a lot, and I don't know because I want to say like people say like, "Oh, you're a rapper," but it's like
Yeah.
I don't know if you've listened to very much of my music, but it's not all like rap.
Yeah.
Like it's like kind of like a mixture. It's kind of has a, like the emo punk influence, but also rap. So it's kind of like emo trap in a way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you mainly listen to rap and emo musicians, or is your taste very different to what you make?
So it kind of varies, but it is kind of like I don't know. I listen to a lot of like more. I try to stay like sound weird. I don't listen to a lot of mainstream. Like I don't listen to
Yeah.
Post Malone, like all those mainstreams, but I try to keep it like I don't know. Do you know Lil Peep and people like that?
I know the name, but I wouldn't really know any of the
Yeah,
music.
yeah. I listen to some more of that like the emo trap kind of, but then I'll even listen to some more like classic rock sometimes.
Yeah.
Like some like or like Blink 182 or something like that. You feel me? Yeah.
And in your family, is there anyone who has either inspired you or just
Damn.
believed in you?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, like, cause my parents now, of course, cause I've done a few other things with a couple other radios. I'm getting a lot of views. They're really backing me, really support me. It's been bumpy at times, cause they want me, just try hard in school, but I'm of course, focused on my music and stuff. But yeah, for sure. They've always told me, do whatever I want, dream big, big.
Yeah, I suppose, if you've got nothing to hold you back, then just go for it.
Yeah.
And obviously, you've not been doing it for too long because of your young age, but so far,
Yeah.
have you had any big standout moments in your time making music?
I would say my biggest, like my most like standoutish moment was like I just remember making it and then putting it out like my first ever song, and it was really bad. It had like a terrible like mixing, and then just like slowly progress. And I just remember like going from like a couple views to like a couple like 100, and now like on my SoundCloud I'm getting like into the thousands range. And
Yay.
I just remember like yeah, like I know like there was like something. There's Pulse Radio like in the Lake County. They played one of my songs while I was at work, and I think that was probably I was like, dang, bro, but they
Yeah.
really played it. And like I think that was really when I started getting like a lot more views, and people like now like it's not too like rare to I'll be out like in my town where I live, and then someone will walk up to me and be like, oh, are you Rip XP? And I'll be like, yeah, that's me.
Do you think YouTube and the internet in general has given you a big opportunity to be discovered that you wouldn't have, say, 30 years ago if you were around then?
Oh, for sure. Because I remember like I've done watch interviews on older artists like Eminem, people
Yeah.
like that talk about like, oh, I had to go sell cassette tapes, sell CDs, stuff like that. But no, the internet's great because I've always been like, even when I was a kid, I always wanted to do something with YouTube or something. And then once I found like I was able to make music and stuff, if it wasn't for SoundCloud, YouTube, and all that, and like social media, I don't think I'd be here today. Like really.
And did you think when you were younger that you definitely wanted to make music?
You know, I don't know if it was so much music. I remember like I've been writing for a long time because I've even like I remember writing like before middle school, like when I was like young and just never really doing nothing with it. But I knew not maybe say music, but I knew I wanted to do something entertainment wise because I remember like I've done theater like an opera house and stuff since I was a kid too. So I knew like I wanted to do something entertainment wise.
Yeah. And I suppose it's good to have that experience in theatre, and you can bring that forward if you're performing as well, right?
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Your music, what would you say makes that different from the other artists you mentioned earlier?
Well, I feel like a lot of artists they get that one thing they're good at and they just stick with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I feel like I had variety. I had like my personal emotions, my personal feelings, and I don't front. Like I feel like a lot of people put on this big persona of who they are, who they aren't, whatever. I feel like I just give out like who I am, and I just make whatever. Like I don't post for anybody else. I post for myself, and I feel like that makes me me. Is like I'm doing it for me.
Yeah.
And if I get views, then that's great. But I'm doing it for me in the end game. You know.
And did you always kind of do it for you, or in the start did you kind of have it at the back of your mind like, yeah, I'm gonna be famous?
Yeah. I would say I kind of had that like, oh, I'm gonna be famous when I started making it because it was more of like a joke and people like, oh, you're gonna be famous, it's a joke.
Yeah.
But then like I started taking it seriously and I started actually like digging my own music and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing it for me because like the type of music I make, I feel like it's not like it's not everybody's taste, you know.
Yeah.
But I feel like so it's a little bit harder. But I feel like, I've always done my own thing, so I feel like I'm gonna keep doing it. You know?
Yeah, there's no point playing for everybody, no matter what genre or style you make. I think there's always going to be a group of people that will like it.
Oh, for sure. And I found that out. There is I got like I'd say a small fan base, and I mean, I like it. I got people that tell me I'm doing good, so I enjoy that. Yeah.
And after, I mean, you've released a few songs just now. Have you got any more exciting stuff on the way?
On the way? Oh, for sure, yeah. I got a buddy of mine who he makes music, and he's out in Texas right now. I think he's supposed to be coming back, and we're gonna work on something together. I got a couple people that I'm gonna be trying to feature with here soon.
Ooh.
And then I have a couple videos I'm working on here, because I got like a lot of songs recorded. I just but I haven't posted yet, and I'm working on a couple video ideas right now. So for my YouTube and stuff.
And in your daily life, do you get up to anything exciting? I mean, you mentioned your theatre background and stuff. Yeah. Is there anything else you do to keep you occupied? And I mean, maybe the last 7 months haven't been the best for that, but
yeah, I do. I work part-time at a factory on the weekends. On the weekends, just to make that extra money and stuff. So yeah, when I'm not making music or on the weekends I'm working. I mean. Do that, or I'll go hang out with my girlfriend, something along those lines,
Yeah.
So I have, but mainly my time is a lot of wrapped up with music and stuff. And
if we want to listen to your tunes, where are all the places that they're available?
As of right now, I'm only on SoundCloud and YouTube, but I'm working with like the TuneCore thing to get it on Apple Music and Spotify.
Yeah,
but
I think it's kind of complicated. I don't know.
Yeah, it is really complicated. It's because every day I try to post it, I get a message back about to fix something or fix this.
Oh.
But right now, I'm on SoundCloud and YouTube. RIPXP. So yeah.
And on social media, where can we keep up with every time you release a new song?
I'm on Snapchat, Facebook, and Instagram, man. I don't use Twitter, but all of them are the same. I think my Snapchat is JoelTodd7, and then my Instagram is RIP_XP, and then Facebook, it's RipXP as well. So pretty much everything's RipXP except my Snapchat.
Smashing. Thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Oh, you're very welcome, very welcome.